guys. It's Bill from Facebook's Rod and Paddle. I just want to talk to you about the differences between the Wilderness Systems Radar and the Wilderness Systems A.T.A.K fishing kayaks. And you might wonder, when you're walking into a store or talking to the sales guys, why are there two kayaks that are so similar in appearance? And that applies to both the 115 Radar and the 120 A.T.A.K and the 135 Radar and the 140 A.T.A.K. Very similar dimensions. Simply put, both kayaks can take the electric motor drive in a pod at the front of the kayak. So this is the A.T.A.K and this one's the Radar. That pod can also be used for your transducer, fish finder and so on. The other difference between the kayaks, and this is the game changer really, is the pedal drive on the Radar series 115 and 135, and that the A.T.A.K doesn't have. So at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, having used both kayaks, the thing is, if you want a pedal drive kayak, obviously you must buy the Radar because you can't convert any of the others. If you want a paddle kayak and you are unsure, then you should buy the Radar because you can update it later. If you want a paddle kayak and you want the best paddle kayak for flatwater lakes, flatwater rivers, that sort of flatwater estuaries, then buy the A.T.A.K. Why? Because as a paddle kayak, it is absolutely hands down the best. It's extremely stable and it's got a very low draft, so you can go over water that is only a few hundred mils deep. It's as a fishing kayak, you've got an enormous amount of deck space in front of you, so if you're fly fisherman or lure fisherman, it's the go. With the Radar, you do have a large amount of deck space, but it is not as much as the A.T.A.K. The Radar is narrower by 5 or 6 centimeters in the deck space, and it's higher out of the water, so it has a double edge here, so you've got a secondary buoyancy in the kayak, so it won't tip very easily, but it feels less stable. So if you're fly fishing or so on, or lure casting, and you're not worried about a pedal drive, I'd go the the A.T.A.K. But if you're uncertain about whether you want a pedal drive or you want the ability to upgrade later on, the Radar is definitely the go in either size. Anyway, I hope that makes some sort of sense to you. Certainly when I saw both the kayaks, I was on the showroom floor, I was really struggling to think to myself, well, which one would I buy? But both will take the electric motor, both you can transducer pods and so on. The Radar, of course, will take the pedal drive, and that's the main difference. All right.